RuneScape expansions are the big thing revealed this year at RuneFest 2016, and a lot of people were wondering exactly what the fuck these things are. Well, no worries, I got you covered. Let's talk RuneScape expansions.
This is not a kid-friendly show.
Yo, what's going on, my dudes? So I wanted to make this video a while back, but more pressing news kept coming up, so I never got around to doing it. But here we are. I got the time now, and I think this is important information you may not know about RuneScape in 2017. So what I'm talking about, if you haven't heard of it yet, Jagex will be releasing their first expansion next year. In fact, there will be a total of 3 expansions next year. I wanted to take the time to explain what expansions are exactly and what they mean for RuneScape. First and foremost, RuneScape expansions are not a paid DLC in the sense that they require no additional cost other than being a member on RuneScape. A lot of people heard expansions were coming and initially compared them to ones in other games. I just wanted to get that out there early on. As long as you are a member, whether you pay for it or receive it through bonds, you will have full access to all RuneScape expansions. With that out of the way, we can talk about why they're creating expansions in the first place. So if you remember, earlier this year they released a survey alongside their Summer Summit presentation that asked players what kinds of things we'd want to see in the game going forward. Among these questions were asked what we want in terms of the size of game updates as well as the frequency. It became evident through the survey results that the majority of players wanted more larger game updates that were complete on launch and fewer smaller ones to fill out the weeks. So expansions are a direct response to those survey results. Expansions are those really large game updates we asked for. We're talking about game updates the size of Elf City and larger. Now we know why they're being added, but let's talk about what they are exactly. So I've already mentioned that these are large game updates that will be even bigger than Elf City, but let's elaborate. Expansions will give you a large scale game environment to explore. They will have their own lore, including quest lines and expanding existing quest lines. They will introduce new training methods for skillers that boast competitive XP rates comparable to their tier. They will add new combat challenges like Slayer monsters, bosses, or even raids. They can even introduce new mini games or daily activities to keep you engaged in the content long after release. Now, I'm not saying all expansions we get will have every single one of these elements added to it, but you can bet much of them will come with each expansion. The current problem they face is that with the frequency of current game updates, many of them become dead content almost immediately. Expansions is Jagex taking a step back and looking at what they can do to make content engaging and future-proof to ensure its longevity. Next up, I want to talk about the frequency of expansions. Unlike other video games with expansions, RuneScape will come out with a new expansion at least every 3 months starting after the release of the first one. That schedule may be subject to change, but that is what is projected for 2017 at least. Who knows what 2018 and onward will be. Either way, the point to take away from this is that we can expect several expansions each year as opposed to maybe one every year like other MMOs. So I want to mention that yes, these are large game updates and they launch very frequently, so that may leave you with some concerns. Are the months between expansions going to be barren with no content between? The short answer is no. The off time will be filled with updates. We may see things like patch weeks become a more frequent thing, however. One thing that is certain, we will not have the same release schedules we currently have. Right now we have one bigger game update a month and 2 to 3 small or medium updates. We could probably expect 1 to 2 medium updates a month on the months between expansions. The thing is, their goal is that you shouldn't feel like there's nothing to do even though we have less frequent larger updates, because these massive updates will have a long life cycle. As it currently stands, many players feel that throughout the months they're holding out for Mondays to release something new to do. Then when the update comes out and has a minimal impact, lots of players feel lost with no sense of direction. So if they do it correctly, expansions should keep you busy with new stuff to do on the off months, which should overall be a better formula to keep us engaged with the game. Anyways guys, I hope that was clear and concise enough so that you can understand exactly what to expect when it comes to RuneScape expansions. So if you liked the video, why not hit the like button, and if you like me, you can subscribe for new RuneScape videos almost every single day. So thanks for watching, my dudes. I'm out. Peace.